Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. So today here we'll have the proposal seminar, and then the contender here will be Syahr Banu, yeah, and then her thesis proposal title here. It is the implementation of double brain power strategy to increase expository reading comprehension. And then her thesis advisor here is Mr. Aswir MD. Yeah. And before we are going to start this proposal seminar, I hope you already watched the previous proposal seminar. Yeah. So at least you have your previous understanding how we are going to conduct this proposal seminar. Yeah? First of all, I will give you a time here to explain your research proposal using your PowerPoint. And then after that one, I will give you the feedback from your PowerPoint. And then next, we'll discuss about your complete proposal. Yeah. And before we are going to start this proposal seminar, let's recite Basmalah together first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yeah. Let's hope you can explain your research proposal here in a clear way, in a comprehensive way. Yeah, and then you'll be able to answer all the questions that I'll give to you. Okay, Banu?
Amin. Okay, Mr.
And okay, there we go. Can you sit clearly here?
Yeah. Yes, Mr.
Okay, come on. Time is yours then, Banu.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Syahr Banu. Before I start, I want to apologize to you about my mistake yesterday, and I'm really sorry about that. And okay, I will start. Today, I will bring my proposal seminar with the title, The Implementation of Double Brain Power Strategy to Increase Expository Reading Comprehension. And the next slide, sir. The second slide is about why I will conduct this research. The reason why I will conduct this research because reading is a very basic knowledge, and the capability to read opens new knowledge and opportunities, especially the ability to read text in a foreign language. And so in the teaching and learning process, many students difficult to understand the English text. Therefore, teachers should teach the students to comprehend reading text to enrich students' knowledge. And then besides that, there are several types of reading text in 11th grade students in senior high school. And based on the education unit curriculum or curriculum 13, one of the text is exposition text. And also based on my observation on SMA N1 Darangdan, I found almost 80% students difficult in reading analytical exposition text. They was difficult to face reading exposition text, and they also feel hard to determine of facts, figures, names, and the dates. And also based on my opinion, their teacher just focus on the material in the textbook without prepare the good strategy for teaching in the class. And then the fact why many students confused to understand a text, because analytical exposition is a text that purpose or suggest a certain topic which may only pro or contra and not both. And some of the students get difficult to read and comprehend the text. And then to solve the problem with my research on some journal, I get the good appropriate strategy in teaching reading to make students able understand the text by using double brain power strategy. And the strategy is double brain power strategy. And this is because double brain power strategy is an expectation to become more intelligent, and to think faster, and to remember better, and read faster, and understand new things quickly, especially when we are reading. Because this strategy can increase our memory by using all of our brain. So based on the background above, I decided to investigate this research. And the next slide, sir. Okay, for the next slide is about theory at my research, and in this time, I will explain about reading comprehension theory. For the first and the second is expository text theory, and the third is double brain power theory. And start with reading comprehension theory. And based on Fitriani, she was statement reading comprehension is the process of extracting and constructing meaning together through interaction and involvement with written language. And I think this is mean that reading comprehension as the process of making meaning by coordinating a number of complex process that involves language, word reading, word knowledge, and fluency. And then the second is theory about the exposition text. Based on the Garintama, she is statement that exposition text divided into two kinds text. The first is hortatory exposition, and then the analytical exposition text. And for hortatory exposition is a propensity to give a recommendation to the readers, and for analytical exposition is a text with purpose the readers to believe what the writer believes, and to make the readers believes that there is a problem in the text. And in this research, I will use the analytical exposition text, and which have three generic structure. The first is thesis. The structure of thesis describe about the introduction from the arguments, and then the second structure is arguments. This is explain about the elaboration from the arguments, and the last structure is reiteration. Reiteration is the summary from the text. And then the third theory from double brain power strategy. Double brain power strategy is the double brain power strategy based on the Gilkey. Double brain is an expectation to become more intelligent, and to be able to think faster, and to remember better, and read faster, and understand new things quickly. By applying the findings and a new scientific view in students' mind, this strategy can help you to identify a hidden meaning, and then to evaluate information, and to comprehend a text as fast as possible into your memory. And then in the treatment, when I am doing research, I will application 6 double brain power strategy. And the first application is the drive how to double your brain, and then divided in, and the second is divided into small groups, and then whisper read, and then the fourth is the and the second is the creating visualization, and then the scan the passage, and the last is the decipher the question. And the next slide, sir. Okay, for the last slide, I will discuss about the method and the procedures from this research. And I will take a place in SMAN 1 Darangdan, Purwakarta, West Java, and also I will apply a quantitative method with the pre-experimental design with sample of class 11 MIPA 1 with 30 students. And for the collecting data, I will use 3 steps in the technique for collecting data. The first is the pre-task. Pre-task is about it is for to measure the comprehension students before treatment, and then the treatment I will use the 6 application of double brain power strategy, and then the post test. For the post test, this is to measure the students after doing treatment. And I think enough, sir.
That's all?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Banu, for explaining your research proposal. And then now let's try to break all of your slide. Yeah, let's start with uh, this one. Yeah. So your title here is the implementation of double brain power strategy to increase expository reading comprehension. There are several aspects here that I would like to ask you. Yeah, the first about double brain power strategy. Can you give the explanation? What does it mean by double brain power strategy here? It is a brain and then double, and then it is relevant with power strategy. Double brain power strategy. Come on.
Okay, double brain power strategy is the expectation from the students, and use double brain power strategy. This is mean like when we read with full use the neural linguistics. So we full all of our brain, and we'll full the concentration when we read the text, especially for the analytical exposition text. And before we can use the double brain power strategy, we should applying the 6 strategy for double brain power. For make easy, we can the implementation. For make easy to implement of double brain in our reading.
Okay, second question, because to be honest, till now here it is still not clear enough, yeah? It is about the double brain power strategy itself. I want you to please try to give a simulation about a double brain power strategy. Come on, double brain power strategy, a simulation, please.
Double brain power strategy is like when we before we read, we use the sum of the treatment, and then after we use the sum of the treatment, I think for 1 week, we try to read the text, and after we read the text, we can more easy to understand the topic. We can more easy to understand the topic from the text after we treatment the double brain power strategy.
Okay, you keep on explaining or answering using after and then before implementing double brain power strategy. But you are not giving me the explanation. So which one here that we call a double brain? And then which one here is it is the power strategy? Yeah.
Okay.
What I mean by giving a simulation here, this process we call double brain, and then this
Mm-mm.
one here it is the power strategy.
Mm-mm.
Can you make it please more clear about this one? Double brain power
Okay.
strategy. Come on.
For the power strategy, when we're reading and before we reading, we applying the six strategy from the double brain, and in the double brain when reading we full of our brain when we reading, sir. So when we reading, for the example, we reading a word of apple, and we read it, but our brain will image and draw the shape from the apple, and then the color of the apple and the taste of the apple, like that.
Okay, so double brain power strategy here, you mean it is simply accelerating the function of brain, right?
Mm,
Okay, so that was a double brain. That's what I mean. Yeah. So there wasn't double brain consists of two brains that you're going to
mm,
use. Yeah. But it is simply accelerating the function of brain. Yeah.
mm,
In increasing expositor reading comprehension. Now, next question here. You're choosing expository reading comprehension. Why this expository reading comprehension, not the other types or kind of reading?
why I use expository reading comprehension? Because before I decide the title from this research, uh, I no no I ever think that when I was in senior high school, I feel when I study expository text, this is like the difficult text for me. And for the previous month, I ever said to my cousin, then that he is the 11th grade in senior high school. She also said that the expository text is the difficult text for them. And when I observation to the school, and I discuss with the teachers say too that for the 11th grade, the expository text is the more difficult than the other text in the 11th grade. So I think I should uh, use this text for my research and for help them to can the fix their reading to more comprehension their reading.
That's all?
Yeah, Mister.
Okay, thank you. So the process of choosing expository reading comprehension here, it is because of your personal experience,
Yeah.
yeah, and then also your previous result of interview with your cousin, yeah, and then that's why you decided to choose expository reading comprehension. But when we try to conduct a scientific work, yeah, especially here it is about double brain power strategy, using our personal experience, that's okay. And then using based on the result of interview, that also will be okay. But you have to put also some basic reason, yeah, behind the choosing of expository reading comprehension. Yeah, the
Okay.
example, the example here, so you can make this one as your basis, to make this research here. Majority of senior high school students feeling difficult when they learn about expository reading. Yeah, so it is not
Yes.
only your personal experience, yeah, and then also with cousin experience, because it is only two kind of experiences, right? Yeah. So when we call this as a proof or as the evidence of the research, yeah, for the population, and then also for the sample, there will be lack of reasoning. Okay, Banu?
Okay, okay, Mr.
Do you get my point here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next, your chapter one. When we try to build our chapter one, we have to start thinking first with what we call by our basic reasoning, starting with maybe you can mention about the unique things about reading, yeah, and then also why this reading, yeah, and then after that one, you have to mention also some main problems when we try to learn about reading itself, yeah, and then also you can come with your alternative kind of strategy, method, or media that you're going to use to improve the reading comprehension skills. Yeah, and this will be the same also when you try to put the background of the study. You have to put based on the interview, based on the questionnaire, based on your result of observation in a certain school. Yeah. Okay. So it is not only your personal experience and then also with your cousin, but you can start with your previous experience, maybe when you conducted your teaching practice, yeah, and then you can mention also the result of interviewing the teacher, yeah, and then also interviewing all the students, yeah, where the location for your research. Okay, and
Okay.
then every student that I give this kind of tasks, when they're going to create their first chapter, they have to put the percentage on it. Okay, for example, here the average score of a senior high school student here, especially on reading skill, 60% maybe it is below average, yeah, and then you can make also 20% they are mastering reading comprehension well enough, and then the rest they have no idea about reading skill, yeah, and then it will be the same also with the result of questionnaire and then also for the observation. Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, now for chapter 2. Chapter 2 here, or the second chapter of a thesis proposal, it should be about the building of the theories that you're going to use to support your research. Yeah. So it is not only mentioning starting from reading first and then also all the details of reading, but you have to put more behind the choosing of each theories that you're going to use to support your research. Yeah. So it is not simply taking all the reprints and then putting it together in your reprints, yeah. But you have to make sure here all the theories it is really relevant with your research. Okay, and then for chapter 2 here, in this one you have your quantitative type of method. You have to come also with your theoretical framework. Yeah, for the theoretical framework here, uh, it should be in a graph. Yeah, you have to make the picture on it, or you have to make a table on it that indicating a process. Yeah, building of the theory. Okay,
Okay,
and
Mr.
then last one, about the hypothesis, you have to mention it also. Okay, and
Oh,
then now
okay.
let's go to the third chapter. And then for your third chapter of your research proposal here, you're mentioning only about the setting, yeah, setting, and then also the type of the research here. But what I ask you to do for your chapter 3 here, you have to start describing how that you're going to conduct this research. Because for your information, when we discuss about the third chapter of a research proposal, we are discussing about how that we are going to conduct this research. Okay, starting from the choosing of places, maybe where that we gonna conduct the research, and then after that one, a process of choosing the method or the technique or the strategy that we are going to use. Yeah, and then after that one, what kind of instrument that we are going to use to gather the data. You have to explain about that one. Yeah, and then after that one, you have to mention or you have to explain also each of the instrument. Yeah, for example, here the use of a pretest, why it is a pretest. Yeah, and then if it is observation, what is the observation, you have to mention about that one. And then not only a process of gathering the data, but after that one, how are you going to analyze the data itself. Yeah, so you can collect the data, and then after that one, process of analyzing the data, and then last one also, how that you gonna interpret the data, what kind of test that you're going to conduct. Yeah, that should be for the third chapter of your research proposal. Yeah, one more time, chapter 3 of your research proposal here consists of how that you are going to conduct this research. Okay.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay, I guess that should be enough for your PowerPoint presentation. Now, let's start looking at your complete proposal then. Okay, for your complete proposal, okay, please kindly open it. Yeah, open your complete proposal first. Yeah. Uh, okay, let's start with your chapter 1, the introduction. Yeah. Okay, here you start with reading is very basic knowledge. With that reading, none knows his world. Okay. Okay. What I'm not here from your background of the study. You are quoting from Widyawati 2019. You have to revise that one, yeah, because we are not gonna take any the uh,
Indonesian
expert
article.
or Indonesian kind of article, yeah. You have to revise that one, and then it's kind of strange here when you are discussing about uh, reading, and then suddenly on the 7 or 6 paragraph here, you're mentioning about in the English teaching and learning. Yeah, uh, it should be, if you want to use this kind of explanation, maybe you can come with the first paragraph. Yeah, this should be on the first paragraph. Yeah, teaching and learning in English, and then after that one, you will focus on discussing about reading.
Okay.
Okay, and then it is the same also based on the observation conducted by the researcher. So what are your result after the observation? Yeah, you have to mention it. Yeah, you have to explain it. Yeah, so what is it? For example, here your result of observation, majority of the student, uh, they feel really
Difficult.
bored. Yeah, in joining English lesson, that will be okay. Yeah, and then next one, uh, okay, this is the same also. You are mentioning about Widyawati 2019. We have to revise that one. Yeah? And for me, background of the study here, it is really lack of data on it. Yeah, you have to put the percentage, you have to put the result of the interview, and then any other kind of aspect that can support your research. One more time, we call this background of the study. It's mean you have to put several kind of bases. Why did you have to? Why did you need to conduct this research? And then I still can read it from your background of the study. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then next one, identification of the problem. Okay. Limitation of the problem. Okay. Uh, problem of the study. There any significant improvement? Okay, now let me ask you a problem of the study. It should be answered on the objective of the study. Have a look and try to check it, please. For the problem of the study and then the objective of the study. One more time, yeah. Problem of the study here, it should be answered on the objective of the study. Now read it, please.
Problem of the study is
Yeah.
the okay, Mister.
Yeah, and then the
Uh,
answer of problem of the study here, it should be on the objective of the study.
okay.
Have a look at, come on.
Okay. This is the problem of the study is to know or to know that there are the significance after doing the double brain power strategy, and then the objective is to investigate uh, the improvement after using treatment the double brain power strategy.
Yeah, my question, it is relevant or no? It
Yeah,
is
Mister.
answered or no?
Answer from the problem of the study, right?
Yeah, the objective of the study.
Yeah, to investigate the improvement of the students in reading comprehension, taught by using double brain power strategy.
Okay, so according to you, this problem of the study already answered by your objective of the study. That's okay. I'm just curious and then trying to ask you the question, yeah? And then for your significance of the study, that's okay. Uh, Now let's go to your second chapter of your thesis proposal. Here you're mentioning about the first, it is reading comprehension. My first question, reading and reading comprehension, can you give me the distinction between each of the term here, starting with reading itself and then reading comprehension? Come on.
If the reading is just we read the text without we know or without we conduct the meaning. Yeah, but for the reading comprehension, we read text with we reading comprehension. We read text with more. We read text with more. Yeah, with yes our thinking, and we can conduct the meaning. And also we can conduct the summary from the text if the reading comprehension, because the comprehension about the understand about from the text.
Okay, and then have a look at your explanation on each of the paragraph. Okay, and your proposal, you are discussing about reading comprehension, but you are explaining about reading is one of the four language skill. Next one, reading as the process of making. Do you see my point? It should be about reading comprehension. Do you understand?
So yeah, Mr. So I discuss in this chapter 2 from reading and then comprehension and then reading comprehension in the next paragraph. The first paragraph is reading and then the comprehension, and then I discuss about reading comprehension.
Okay, let's see. The first here, yeah, so you're focused on reading itself first, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then here, do not use gila jani, you have to revise that one, yeah? Try to use different kind of,
Gila Jenny.
yeah. And then your second paragraph, you are using the writer. So which one here? Because the previous I'm reading that you were using researcher. You're not using writer.
Okay, researcher.
So which one? You are going to use writer or you are going to use researcher?
Researcher. Researcher.
Okay, so you have to revise this one, yeah? Okay, next comprehension. Okay, this one also from Fitriani. I'm not taking Fitriani, yeah? Try to use Harmer, Richard, yeah, that will be better, yeah? Do not
Okay.
use Fitriani, yeah?
Really.
And then, do not use bonus opinion, yeah?
Sister
Yeah?
Aswir said that, sir.
No, do not use bonus opinion of the
Sister
quotation
Aswir
based
said.
on, no, you have to revise this one. Because you
Okay.
were the researcher, why did you have to mention your name? Yeah, it's kind of uh,
Okay, okay, okay.
it's kind of strange. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Banu's opinion. You are the one that creating this one, and then you are mentioning Banu's opinion. Yeah, that's really
Okay.
strange. Yeah, you have to revise that one. Okay, and then it is the same also for your reading comprehension process. You're still taking
Widyawati.
from, yeah, you have to revise that one. And then it is also the same with the stages of reading comprehension. It seems like you put this one from one book, yeah?
Mm.
You gotta revise that one. And then for the expository text, do not use Garintama, yeah? I don't like Garintama. You have to use another one, yeah? And the example of analytical exposition text, okay? Double, okay. Okay, but this one maybe up to you explaining about breathing. You have to mention also uh, the problem of reading comprehensions, yeah.
Okay.
And then after that one, teaching reading comprehension here on your level, it is for the senior high school, yeah. So you have to put also for your theory on it, yeah. And then after that one, how are you going to teach reading comprehension using double brain power strategy, yeah. So you have to put also for your theories on it, yeah. And then your theoretical framework, because I'm opening your file here using my smartphone. It's look
Mm.
like I have no clue that you already create a graphic, yeah, or you
Okay, so
created
likewise.
table or no, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also for the hypothesis of the study, that's okay. Okay, for your third chapter, for the third chapter here, your method of the study, maybe you can use Creswell, not using Sarma. Use Creswell or Noonan, that will be better than using Sarma. And then here, you also using writer, not researcher. One more time, you have to be a consistent one. If you decided to use researcher, so all the time that you're going to use researcher, yeah. Do not use bonus opinion, yeah. That's
Okay,
kind
sir.
of strange, yeah. Okay, next one. Okay, this one also. What is it?
Jarjo.
Tarjo, yeah.
Hasjarjo.
Yeah, do not use that one. You revise it.
Yeah.
Yeah, operation of the definition
Certificate.
variable. Okay. The bus test. Okay. Okay, next, maybe from your reference here, you have to take also from your lecturer, your thesis advisor work. That will be okay. Yeah. And then also you can put from several lecture from our English department. That will be better. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Mister.
Banu.
Okay.
Uh, and
From
then
the OMJ journal is okay, sir.
yeah, using our journal that will be better than using Gila Jani, than using Haryanto. Yeah, that will be better that you're going to use our English department journal.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay.
Uh, okay, I guess that's all from me, Banu, and then I hope you're going to revise all the feedback that they give to you. And then after this one is I'll try to give you your extra assignment, yeah, after this proposal seminar. And then this extra assignment here, you have to complete it so you can get your score. You're going to success or fail in this proposal seminar. Okay, Manu?
Okay,
And then you
Mister.
have to complete, you have to uh, give me the brief part as soon as possible, and then the revision I'm gonna give you only 3 days, yeah, to revise your complete proposal. Yeah. Okay, that's all I guess, and then let's end this proposal seminar here by reciting Alhamdulillah together.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah bil alamin. And the last, I say Allahumma fiq wal hadi ila sabil rasad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mister.
Okay,